Music of the year gone by.
I decided to move back to New York City for a year. I have remained. I'm bowled over by the pace and the intelligence, the caring and the humanity. I like the business of art in New York. I feel my sculpture maturing. A while back, Carrie Mae Weems invited several artists to participate in a days-long presentation at the Guggenheim, where she was having a retrospective. I did something that challenged the norm of presenter and audience. I left the pedestal of the stage to become one with the audience, and as a result, defied that power relation. My point was that the use of space in sculpture can define our relationships to one another. Additionally, I define sculpture for the audience by showing and doing. The presentation became a piece. Some people think I do abstract work, but I see myself as making things actual and site-specific. My work is responsive, and its making is inspired by my physical environment with all of its experiences. I change modes of working because of the subject and place. If I want the art to reflect relationships or a real situation, it might become a film or video. If I'm talking about a vanishing nature, I've made wire rope trees. If I want to talk about love, I've filled pink bags with human breath. If I want to talk about consumerism, I've used masses of product boxes configured like the island of Manhattan. If I want to dream, and I'd like the audience to dream with me, I've looked up and made canopies. All spaces have meanings and associations, and I use space as a palpable material. I know now that much of what I do has been channeled intuitively from the past and rooted in a deeply felt place. I'm concerned now more than ever, and as I was as a small child in that mid-century modern house, with issues of equality. These become apparent in my attempt to find balance between the material and the environment, and to rectify any sense of separation. My goal is to find a way to unify people in this our worldly space, in this our home. It's interesting to do this really was. There's no way we have now of knowing whether he loved his aunt, Susan Holmes, or whether it was just some forbidden backdoor stuff.
You scared me, you know.
Nice to meet you.
No, but you scared me because I thought you was not coming there, you know.